the intro before the episode is 20 minutes. Welcome to our podcast and welcome back to our podcast. If you're new, like people who are brand new listening, I'm so sorry. There's always something. I don't know what to tell you.
There's always something.
But today's episode 36
Craziness.
is crazy. This is a really fun one. We've been wanting to do it. This topic is something that we really love. Also, this is a little bit ironic because I haven't been sleeping again lately. So if I sound a little drained, it's because I am.
Because I am tired.
A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. Okay, ready?
Yeah, what's your question for the 8-ball?
Well, do it in a second. Hold on. Let me do this first. Don't rush me.
I thought that was the segment that we were doing right now. Whoops.
It's okay. It started. It's fine. We're in it. We're in the deep end. Not to worry. Okay. I need to get better at doing the intro maybe at the top. Whatever. Okay. Welcome to Tea Tales and Talks, where we drink some tea, cover a few mystical tales, and talk about a lot of spooky stuff. I'm Sarah. I'll be your host.
And I'm Mackenzie. I'll be your co-host.
All we ask is that you pour yourself a cup and don't let your tea get cold. Slay. In this episode, we're stepping into the world of dreams to explore the idea of dream prophecies, dream messages and symbols, interpretations. Okay, so many dream things. So, grab a little dreamy cup and let's explore the subconscious mind. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Okay, for today's episode, we're taking a big fat nap and jumping into the world of dreams.
That will be afterwards, actually.
It will be. But don't sleep on this episode, guys, because we're going to be exploring some dream interpretations, possible messages, and even some ways dreams can be prophetic. Have you ever had a dream that was so vivid it felt real, like really real? Or a dream that was so strange you couldn't understand it at all? What about a dream you swear came true sometime later? Well, today we're going to help you decode all of those dreams. We're trying to get into the dreamy atmosphere, okay? I want it to be nice and cute and comfy and cozy.
Mystical.
And mystical. We're drinking some cozy tea, okay? Right before bedtime.
Got some chamomile in there.
Some lavender tea, some chamomile, sleepy time tea, nighty night tea, whatever's gonna knock you out.
Bye.
We hope you're sipping on something like that today. That being said, we're keeping it mystical, and we're gonna do a magic 8-ball question to kick off. Yeah.
Crazy.
One brain cell.
Exactly. Right here.
So basically whatever you have a question about, whatever you want to make a wish about, whatever you are dreaming about right now, we're gonna ask the magic 8-ball what is going to come of that. Maybe your question is, are my dreams gonna come true?
I know what my question is.
Okay, I've got
and
one
I have
for
a really,
myself.
really hopeful answer.
Okay, magic 8-ball. What's his name again? Doug. Okay.
Doug has 4 letters. It's half of 8. It's perfect. Doug.
Doug. Aww. We're gonna ask Doug what he thinks. So everybody have their questions.
Locked and loaded.
Locked in. Okay, ready? Okay, I'll give him an extra good shake today. Okay, well, it's in the middle of 2, so there's no answer.
Doug.
It's literally on the line, so okay. One more time. It is certain.
All right, Doug, you better freaking hold up.
Hell yeah. It's also because Doug doesn't have enough liquid inside of him because he's about 12 years old.
Did he leak?
No, it just is evaporating, I think.
Oh.
You know what I need to get?
Can you refill it?
You can get dice that are like this, and they've got numbers, and they've got these fortune dice.
Called them Doug dice.
We need some Doug dice. Okay, well, the answer to all of our questions is, questions, dreams, wishes, and hopes and desires is it is certain. So I really hope that is the answer that you guys wanted. It's the answer that I wanted to my question.
It's supposed to rain at 3.
Should I light a candle to manifest it raining out the night market? Do you want me to do that?
Yeah. Don't worry, we lit a candle.
There are few things that I do that are
I trust.
sure, like genuinely surefire things that have never failed me.
This is why I trust it.
And this is one of them. Lighting a candle for something, and also praying to Saint Anthony to find something.
Oh, I know that one. You like that one?
I like that one.
And
a
it
lot.
always works.
And I've never had it not work, so there we go. Okay, so we're making wishes. Magic 8-ball, magic candle.
Now time to talk about some dreams.
Now we're talking about dreams. I think that we've all had a dream or two that you wake up from thinking, hey, what the fuck was that?
Mm-hmm.
What does any of this mean? Is this something? Does it really mean something? Is this like, should I be paying attention to this? What's going on? So we're going to start off strong with some dream interpretations. This is like one of my favorite things ever
I love this stuff.
in the world.
Google knows I love this stuff as well.
Uh-huh.
Because what does this dream mean? Why am I seeing this? Frequency of seeing this.
Yes.
All of that good stuff.
Everything. And I just love psychology stuff and like digging into like the
Subconscious.
Yes. And we're about to find basically dreams are your subconscious, and I just love
Exploring.
I need to know everything. We're going to start off with some of the most common dreams that people often search for clarification on, like top dream scenario. But first, I have to give a disclaimer. Okay? Disclaimer of the episode. Like other divination practices, like we've talked about before, and in psychological exploration, I think that's like a good way to put it, and dreaming, dream interpretation is extremely personal and specific to the person who's interpreting them. So it's, your dream is specific to you.
Yeah.
Your dream is not going to have the same meaning to me
No.
as it has to you.
Because we have different life events and
Yes.
different meaning. Yeah.
And it's your subconscious, my subconscious.
They do different things.
Yes. But when it comes to your subconscious, only you can decode it, like, properly. Like, in your head, your thoughts and your feelings and perceived things that you don't even know you've perceived. Like, it's so personal. In general, when it comes to dreams, and this is from researching that I have to say this, everything is based on representation. And what I mean by that is that rarely, if ever, are dreams to be taken literally. They're not
Word for word.
No. This is always a good example it's just a really common thing that I think people have experienced before. If you dream of a specific person, that doesn't necessarily mean that that person is significant to you, or that you were thinking about them, or that you have a connection with them, but it can represent what that person means to you, like something that you admire, or something that you're jealous of, or something that you aspire to have or aspire to be. It's being personified in your dream. So it's basically everything inside of your dreams is you, every single thing. So keep that in mind during this episode, and we'll get into it. It's crazy. Okay, so there's like a couple of the most common dream scenarios. So we're starting off with scenarios. The first one, I think that this is the most common. That's just my personal experience, though. I have dreams about this all the time, about being chased. So being chased in your dream usually comes up when you're avoiding something in your waking life, a decision or a problem that you're trying not to deal with. And these are often the most stressful dreams because they're linked with stressful emotions. And, like, I guess the physicality of, like, being chased and running from something, it's, like, even physically stressful, even though you're dreaming.
Yeah, you could
like, heart race, like, sweating heart
nervous,
racing. Yeah.
And you need to move.
I need to get away from something. I have hella dreams about being chased, and it's always by a man. So what does that mean? I'm scared of men?
No.
Men should be scared of me.
Avoiding men.
Scared of me.
The next one we have is teeth falling out. This is often about insecurities or losing control. Sometimes when you're especially worried about how you are being perceived, or if somebody in your life has caused an imbalance or like out of control, or that's like out of your control, you'll have a dream about your teeth falling out.
Yes, losing control. So you're like losing teeth, parts of yourself. Have you had those dreams?
No.
Oh, I have.
Teeth?
I have dreams. This is so gross. I have dreams where I'm like, my teeth are falling out and like crunching inside of my mouth.
Cool. Haven't had that one. But I also
Maybe
don't...
we shouldn't go into my subconscious.
But I also don't think I can remember many of my dreams.
Yeah?
But I think that's because I
That's another aspect of dreams. I didn't even add it in here that...
not remembering.
Yeah, not remembering your dreams.
Is that an ADHD thing?
Maybe.
A UHD thing?
The next one is falling in your dream.
Okay, this one I have. Yep.
Yes.
This one, yep. And usually it's like as I'm trying to fall asleep.
Yes.
I'll be like...
So I have this meaning, but I have like a physiological explanation as well. So falling in your dreams can happen when something in your life feels unstable. If you're worried about losing something or someone, or you're scared of big changes, this comes...
Yeah, that just sums me up right there. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, that explains a lot.
This comes when there is a lot of uncertainty in your life. Sorry to call you out there, but
Whoa there.
dreams, hey,
Whoa
that's
there.
your subconscious.
She called myself out.
But the like physical aspect of this, of like feeling like you're falling before you fall asleep,
Yeah.
it's like it's something to do with your brain and body connection, where your body is asleep before your mind can be asleep. So it's like a weird, or vice versa, something like that. So it's like you're like, oh shit, like I'm like something's going on. Your body is like, oh my
jolts
god,
awake,
get
yeah.
awake, because it's like the connection is not happening.
At the same time.
Yeah, something like that.
The next common dream is flying. So on the contrary, flying can mean you feel empowered or optimistic. However, it can also mean that you're trying to fly because of being stuck. It could indicate feeling unable to reach goals, or something or someone is holding you back.
It can be something like positive in your life, but
Yeah.
if you can't fly in your dream, or you're really trying to,
And
it can
you're
mean
stuck, yeah.
something is holding you, or you feel as though something is holding you back. Another common one, I don't believe I've ever had this dream before, but I've heard so many people talk about this, is being naked in public. This is a classic one that can indicate that you feel vulnerable or exposed in a situation or circumstance. It can also mean you're worried about others seeing the real you. So being kind of worried about being vulnerable also.
Being properly exposed.
Yeah, interesting.
Next, we have schools or tests. This can sometimes indicate feeling external pressure, feeling judged or unprepared for something. It could also be a little indicator of how you felt while being in school. Maybe a little bit of a reflection or resurfacing of feelings associated with something you're going through now.
Yeah, so this one, when I was researching, a lot of it was like how you feel like if you're unprepared for a test and you're like, oh my god, like I don't feel like good enough to be doing this or whatever, or feeling like you're being judged or like evaluated on something. But then there was also this thing that I was reading about that was like, sometimes when you're experiencing something in your life now that you had like a similar feeling about in a situation that happened while you were in school and while you were whatever, you're gonna dream about school because that's like, it's like familiarity or something.
Yeah, it's what your visually tied back to.
And it's like trying to reprocess that again. So
interesting.
Yeah, that one's a weird one. The next one is dreaming about a specific person. I hate to break a couple of people's hearts and burst some bubbles here, but dreaming about a specific person may not mean that this person is thinking of you.
Aww.
There is a theory that when you dream of somebody, they are thinking or dreaming of you as well, but it may just mean that they were on your mind before going to sleep, during the day, whatever.
Yep.
You were thinking about them. In this instance, it's less about the actual person and more about what that person represents to you. For an example, like you have a dream about a celebrity crush. It doesn't mean that you
what?
guys
He's not thinking about me?
I'm so sorry
Crazy.
to tell you. In the ideal world, that's what I would want to, but it really just is like what that person means to you. Like, maybe you look up to them because
you respect them,
or you're like, wow, I want to be like a part of that life, like, and then you're dreaming about that person because they're the, I don't know, closest thing to what you are.
Your like visual representation of that outcome.
Exactly.
Next, so dreaming that you're pregnant or giving birth usually alludes to creating something or new beginning. It could mean you're either nurturing something or you need to nurture something. And in some cases, it could also mean someone around you is pregnant. Very rarely will it represent you who will be pregnant in real life. Not sure 100% to why.
Yeah, this one is kind of a weird one. Like, okay, yeah, pregnancy and birth dreams and stuff like that, that fascinates me too. I feel like that could be its own like whole subtopic.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really, like I said before, dreams rarely are literal. So like being pregnant doesn't mean you're pregnant.
Actually pregnant.
No.
Just symbolizes.
Yes, but I do know in like witchy lore, folklore, basically, if you have a dream about being pregnant, it usually indicates that somebody around you is either pregnant or going to be starting something new in their life. Like, because you're creating something. That's the gist of it, I guess. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. The next one is sex dreams.
Woo woo.
This could also be a whole other subcategory. And we did touch on this in our succubus.
Yeah, our Valentine's episode.
The Valentine's Day episode. So go listen to that if you want to hear about sex demons.
Mm-hmm.
I really worry about people listening to us for the first time. They're talking about Shrek. They're talking about sex demons.
They just need to go back and listen to the other episodes, guys. Come on.
I think you got to start from the beginning.
You got to catch up.
There's a lot of lore to catch up on.
There's a lot of levels to this podcast.
Yes. These dreams are very complex, okay? Because sometimes, I would say in most cases, they represent your desire. Like, that's just what it is. It doesn't necessarily mean sexual desire. It can just mean like loving desire, emotional desire, like things like that.
Things you want.
This was kind of an interesting one. It could also indicate your desire to lose your inhibitions. Release your inhibitions.
Feel the rain, yeah. No one else can feel it for you. No one.
So, this is the singing episode also.
You know, there's always like when shows get really, really big and it's like geared towards like kind of family, they do a musical episode.
We should do a musical
like a sitcom. We'll do a musical episode,
like a Modern Family musical episode,
where they just break into song.
Maybe we should do it. Like, honestly,
gotta give the people what they want.
Gotta give the people what they want. We're never running out of ideas.
Never.
So releasing your inhibitions, I think it's like it's like your desire to let go and like be yourself fully, and do things that you want in real life
that you wouldn't naturally do.
Yes, maybe you feel like you can't, or you're being held back by yourself. Letting go of being closed off or being uptight in ways that you are in your real life. It could in some ways be the only way that you can fully experience desire completely unlimited. Desire, like I said, it could be a love desire. It could be like I wish my life was like this. I wish I did that. I wish I was with that person, or things like that. So it's like your subconscious is like, well, this is the place where you can do that.
Here.
Yep.
One of our last final dream topics is peeing. Or specifically, not being able to find a toilet or actually going to the bathroom in your dream can first off mean that you may actually need to go in real life, so you might need to wake up. Or your mind is trying to tell you that...
To tell you to wake up to pee.
To tell you to wake you up to pee. This can also mean feeling vulnerable or about something, or having troubles expressing something as well.
Yeah. If you're like, I really got to go to the bathroom, but I can't find a toilet, or like I can't. It could be your subconscious telling you are like something stuck inside of you.
Yep.
Like maybe not physically. Okay, and then this is a little bit more of like nightmare dream decoding, but being unable to move or speak. This is also one of my other like really common, besides being chased, is like not being able to, like trying to yell for somebody to help me and like I can't. Unfortunately, this happens a lot during nightmares, but this can represent you subconsciously feeling held back or unable to move forward or speak up in a situation in your life. It can also mean you've been putting a lot of effort into something that doesn't seem to be progressing. And that I feel like my whole life. I'm putting so much effort, and it's like I'm like on a hamster wheel.
Or when you shift your bicycle into the like low
first gear or whatever, and the wheels are going
and you're like, and they're like, this is how you go up a hill, and you're like, bullshit. No! How am I pedaling harder and harder, and I'm going at a less of a speed? You're telling me to go up a hill at this rate?
No. Okay, now we're going to get into a couple theories about dreams, all right? Now, these are both scientific and spiritual explanations for dreams. Even some theories that overlap and support both. So kind of sciencey, but also kind of spiritually. I'm going to start by saying, oh, maybe I did address this. Everybody dreams, okay? So whether or not you believe, whether or not you remember your dreams, everybody dreams. And this is something, I think I've said it before on here. If you weren't dreaming, you would be dead because your brain, it's not fully 100% activated when you're sleeping, but it has to be working, because if it's not working, you're brain dead, which means you're dead, which means you're not alive. Would you not
consider like running your organs and stuff doing stuff, or it still has to?
Yes. So it has to keep you alive. It has to keep you breathing. It has to keep everything going. So just because you don't recall your dreams doesn't mean that they aren't there. I think that how deep you're sleeping can also affect your dream state, or your remembrance of dreams. So if you're a really, really deep sleeper, this is a personal theory. You don't remember your dreams if you sleep very deeply, but if you're a light sleeper, you can recall them easier.
Like if I don't wake up at the sound of things, and
so
guilty.
I'm a really, really light sleeper,
and I'm not, as
I'm the opposite, and I remember all of my dreams. So I think I think there's something to that.
I'm a deep sleeper, and I do shit my sleep.
You do shit in your sleep?
Well, no, I don't. I gotta use better term.
I was like, what do you mean?
I do things in my sleep. Like I talk in my sleep, or I'll like I'll sit up and do stuff. Like Spencer will like talk to me, and I'll be like, talk, and I'll be like, okay, and he'll be like, do you remember that? And I'll be like,
no,
I was not awake.
So I do have a point in here about that. It's again with the brain body connection when you're sleeping, when they're not on the same, they aren't linked. One's doing one thing and one's doing the other.
Crazy. We're trying to multitask over here.
Yes, we're getting things done. That is so funny.
Classic.
Okay, the deepness of sleep, that's also a personal theory. I didn't really look into it. I believe it.
Sounds good.
Some theories suggest that dreams help with emotional processing. So when you experience something deeply emotional or intense or traumatic, even if it's like perceived trauma or something that you didn't realize you perceived as traumatic or emotional, your mind may need a longer time to process through it. Sometimes even when you consciously think you're over something, or it's not something you're even aware of that was affecting you, it'll show up in your dreams because you're
thinking about it.
Brain, body, spirit, soul, I don't know, all of it is like, we need to work through this.
Can't keep pushing this down.
No. Other theories suggest dreams are the brain's way of subconsciously making sense of things, or problem solving as well, which I really believe.
I like this.
Sometimes things that don't make sense to you will show up in your dreams as your mind tries to create a solution. I am actually fascinated by this because there's a lot of like artists. I think even philosophers in history who are like, Beethoven is famous for this, right? That he had a dream about a whole symphony. There's like things like that. So it's like your brain, while you're sleeping, you're not aware of it, but it's problem solving.
It's thinking of things.
And like
thinking through the design problem.
Has this ever happened to you where you're like, it was mostly while we were in school, especially in design school, where we have so much to do. And then I'm like genuinely sleeping, and I wake up because I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do that, and I have to do it right now.
Yes.
So it's like your brain has to go through every single thing.
Like it's not actually sleeping, it's doing 50 other things.
It's doing a million things.
Also thinking. Which is why I wake up feeling tired.
Yes. Now, on the spiritual end of things, this is not entirely removed from the the concept of processing things. In a lot of spiritual practices and beliefs, there's a concept of your higher self. We've talked about this before. It's kind of like your soul or your spirit is the easiest way to explain it, but it's like your soul has more understanding of what's going on than your like physical body and brain.
Yep.
Your inner knowing and the part of you that is subconsciously connected to the universe, to God, to everything, like literally everything. Some believe that basically you have everything you need inside of you already, like all of the knowledge of things, the ability to process things, and dreams are a way to tap into or connect with your higher self to give you assistance in your like real waking life. I think that's a lovely
way to think of it.
Yeah, everything you need is inside of you.
You already got it. You come equipped.
Yes,
It's just a matter of accessing
it. Yes, that's
and unlocking
that is the human condition. Is getting connected. Another idea is that dreams contain messages from the universe or from past loved ones or things that you just in general need to know.
Yep.
Maybe even higher source messages about your life, about a situation, just giving you sort of direction or an idea of what you should be kind of focusing on in your life. There's even some theories that dreams aren't even your subconscious at all. Some people think that dreams are accessing another dimension astral dimension.
Yep, I think so.
And that is a theory to explain the abstractness of dreams. I do want to touch on this further in a second, but this is an interesting theory. There are so many theories about what dreams are and what their purpose is, but kind of like how we talked about déjà vu in our déjà vu episode, dreams are kind of unexplainable and even more difficult to research because each experience is extremely subjective.
Yeah, and they're so personal. Yeah.
So in the same way, they don't really, like, no one knows 100% why we get déjà vu. No one knows 100% why we dream the things that we dream. Like, yes, the physical, your brain has to stay active. It needs to be functioning for you to be alive. But why is it manifesting in like images, pictures, experiences, feeling, like, right?
The feelings is interesting.
Yeah, like the experiencing. That's why a lot of people think dreams is like kind of your soul or whatever is going into another dimension because you experience things like so
heavily.
Yeah. Now, let's dive into dream messages and symbolism. Now, like we've said a million times, everything in dreams is subjective and meaning is specific to the interpreter or person having the dream. That being said, we're going to give you some basic symbols and possible messages that might show up in your dreams so that you can have a little basic understanding or at least somewhere to start. I feel like similar to our little magical, our little magical beings and cryptids book.
Yep.
I also want us to have a dream interpretation
reference guide.
Yeah, dream Bible.
That's maybe a place where you can jot them down.
Yes,
key dreams.
Key dreams, like key symbolism, like an index of things.
Even
that's
for
like,
you. Yeah, you can write them down.
Encyclopedia. That's what we need.
That's it.
Anyways, here are some common dream symbols and their messages.
Kick us off, Sarah.
Starting off with bugs and insects.
Ew.
This can usually mean anxiety, overwhelm, and pestering. It could mean that something in your life keeps poking at you or something you can't get rid of. It could also symbolize the need for cleansing and healing, like cleaning out something. And spiders specifically can mean that you feel trapped.
Interesting.
Which is an interesting symbol. Yeah.
Next on our list, we have dogs. They tend to symbolize loyalty, friendship, protection. And in Islam, dreaming specifically of a black dog could mean someone around you has bad intentions or is an enemy, or that someone is basically like out to get you.
I added that one because one of my best friends is Muslim, and we had a conversation about that, and she was like, I remember there's something about black dogs specifically, so I was trying to look that up, and it's kind of like
it's like a warning.
It's not a good omen, basically. Yeah, a little warning. So that's kind of even the type of dog in the dream has a different meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, next is water. This is associated with emotions, the unconscious, and life. Water can also symbolize purification. You're being healed or cleansed of something. It can also symbolize an overwhelm of emotions or stress, feeling like you're drowning. I like the idea that water is like cleansing.
I like the idea of the mind using imagery to help explain feelings.
Yes, yeah. I wonder also, like, I do think that this could be like a spiritual thing as well. You're like experiencing something spiritually, and like the way
the higher
it's like in your dream showing up as whatever, you're swimming in the ocean or something. I don't know. But water. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that I put for
You
me.
gave me the fire sign?
Yeah, to
As
read
the fire
water
sign?
and you read fire. Aw.
Bad wins. So next sign, fire usually symbolizes passion, transformation, destruction. Fire can also symbolize an intense feeling about a situation, like something is burning within you.
Yep.
And in other cases, it would symbolize something destructive in your life.
Like, for example, if you're dreaming about your kitchen being on fire,
Your meal being burnt as you're
Yeah.
cooking, yeah.
or it's like a tree outside is on fire, like those will have different meanings.
Or
To you.
campfire.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm sleepy.
It's perfect. It's a dream episode.
Exactly.
Okay, the next one is snakes showing up in your dream. This can mean transformation, healing, or a threat. Biblically speaking,
Yes.
the snake represents the devil, so it could also symbolize something that you're deeply afraid of, or that something or someone is tempting you in a bad way. This is also kind of a universal symbol for hidden enemies. So similar to the black dog,
A snake.
a snake, it's kind of like somebody around you is,
Ill-seeking.
yes, has ill intentions. Exactly.
Next symbol are mirrors. They tend to stand for self-reflection, identity, and truth. Mirrors showing up in dreams can symbolize a need to like reflect on something, a situation, or even yourself.
I've heard this. I don't remember if I've ever experienced this in my dreams before, but when you like look at yourself in the mirror in a dream, it's usually like it's not you, or it's like heavily distorted. So that's kind of crazy. It's like you know when people say like a mirror to your soul, into your soul, but it's like a double mirror because it's like your subconscious is showing
what
you
actually see or thinking of or worrying about.
It's like a double. It's a double whammy.
Or like the one where you like have it like mirror to mirror and then it like creates like 1,000
Portal.
different ones.
Oh, yes.
Or and
Yes.
also a portal.
And also a portal. Whoa, creepy. The next one is a house. This one is a little bit complex. I'll give you, okay, in general, it can mean yourself, your psyche, and your identity.
Oh, good. All the good things.
This is a little bit of a long one, so bear with me. An old house or a childhood home could symbolize needing to look at patterns or behavior or past unresolved issues. Your current house or home could symbolize your current state of mind, also your physical state, like depending on your like literal the state of your environment, or your general stability in life, like mental stability. A house you've never been to before in real life could symbolize unexplored parts of yourself and your psyche, which that's really cool. And then friends or family's houses, like places that you're familiar with, could also be a glimpse into your psyche or the general state of your relationship to that person. In general, like for example, if you're in an argument with somebody and it could come about in your dreams that you're like walking through their house. So it doesn't mean you're in their house, but it's like it represents them, your feelings towards them, your like the connection of the relationship, the whatever's going on in the relationship. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like that one's a little bit.
I like the thought of like walking through it to like help process and deal with
Yes.
it and come to terms.
Yes, exactly.
Our next symbol is a school, which is tied to learning, being tested, past experiences. This can symbolize life lessons, feeling performance anxiety, unresolved issues, or an actual test or evaluation that's in your waking life.
So like, I don't know, at your job or something.
If you have a big presentation.
Yes, coming up. Yes, exactly. That's a perfect example. It's the same thing that we said earlier about school and tests. It's like your body is remembering the last time you had to do that. Like the feeling like you need to perform for something. In dreams, a storm can symbolize emotional turmoil, conflict, and change. I always like to say that the wind brings change. That's like one of my favorite things. Dreaming of a storm could symbolize you're in the midst of a lot of intense emotions and can often symbolize an internal conflict or something that's building up within
Brewing.
you.
Yep.
Something's brewing. And not in a tea, tales, and talks way.
No. Next symbol is strangers. This will symbolize unknown aspects of ourself, potential, and opportunities. Sometimes we dream of random people we've never actually seen before. This can symbolize unfamiliar situations or parts of yourself that you haven't actually like discovered or coming to terms with or finding out.
I think that's really cool too, because it goes into the thing of every single thing in your dream is a reflection of you. Every person, every place, everything that's happening, it's you. It's just like you're experiencing parts of yourself
Differently.
Yeah.
I think I read somewhere that said that every person that you dream of is an actual person that you've seen in real life, because your brain can't create like a brand new face from nothing.
Yes.
So it either like merges other faces or it's like a person that you saw like driving on the street.
Yeah. I think that's why it's like it goes into your subconscious, because your like rational brain didn't clock that you saw somebody.
Yeah.
But you did. Like your eyes saw them for a split second and your brain latched onto it and then it went into your subconscious.
Let me hold this for you.
Yeah.
You don't need to remember it, but I will.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
In the good way and the bad way.
Yeah. The next one we have is a crowd of people. This can symbolize social anxiety, collective unconsciousness or subconsciousness, and feeling overwhelmed. This can symbolize feeling overwhelmed or trapped by something or someone in your life. It can also symbolize other people's energies or emotions that you may have tapped into. So this is another subconscious thing. So it's spiritual, but it's also like literal.
Yeah.
When you're around people, you pick up on their, unless you are a sociopath, I think. You pick up on people's emotions and what
feelings and energies and levels.
So sometimes then that goes, like I said, it's like it goes into your subconscious when you're not aware that you're registering it happening, basically.
Yes. It puts it away for you to deal with later.
And then it comes out through your dreams.
Yes.
So maybe you're not dealing with your own things sometimes. Maybe you just like, you were with somebody who was like really sad that day and then you have a nightmare or something, or
you just absorb their sad energy.
Or you're vice versa, you're with somebody who is like the best thing ever happened to them, and then you go to sleep and you have a wonderful dream where like all of your dreams are coming true. Like
it rubs off.
Yes, exactly.
Next symbol, a car. This can symbolize life direction, control, or desire. Cars can symbolize going on a specific direction in life. If you are the one driving it, it can symbolize where you really want to go or a desire to be in control. If you're not driving, it can also symbolize feeling lost, feeling a loss of control of your life and not having that direction.
Yeah, or like not really going where you want to go, or loss of control. That one, that's kind of a common loss of control, yeah. The next one is phones. So I'm saying phones in general, but also there's kind of a thing that people are talking about that you like can't dream about an iPhone. Like they don't show up in dreams and it's like a weird conspiracy thing. I don't think that's true. But also now that I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, no, that's not true. Anyways, phones, iPhones or like regular landline
phone,
curly wire phones on the wall,
spin the dial
phones, any kind of phones in dreams can represent communication, connection, and messages. Phones are weird because they don't often show up in dreams, okay, despite being in our hands 24/7. So I think that's the part. It's like our brain doesn't register it as a phone because it's like it's so many other things, right? And the way that they show up is usually distorted, the same way as like mirrors showing up in dreams. But phones can symbolize also a need to reach out to someone, or that internally you want someone to reach out to you. It's all about connection. Yeah. That's like that's how you connect to somebody. So the circumstances in which a phone is showing up in your dream could mean like, oh, maybe I should call this person. Maybe I should check up on this person.
Reach out.
Or I wish that person would check up on me.
Call me, yeah. One of our last symbols is food. So this represents nourishment, needs, and consumption. Food can symbolize being unfulfilled or starved of something in your life. It could also symbolize temptation or overconsumption.
I wrote straved.
Oh, but I read it right.
You did, and you breezed right through it. It's perfect. Food is kind of that one's psychologically an interesting one too, because it's like doesn't mean actual, like, oh wow, I wish I
I'm
tried
hungry.
this food. Yeah, I'm hungry. Well, it could.
I need to make this dish.
It could mean that you went to bed hungry. Hey,
And it's up to you.
like I said, it's your subconscious. But often it means that you're feeling like unfulfilled by something. The last symbol that we have is trains. I love this one so much. Trains will usually symbolize a life situation, a destination, or a journey. Trains can symbolize your life in terms of change and progression. Things to look out for when dreaming of trains are the speed of the train,
Interesting.
how fast you may be approaching a destination, or how fast-paced your life is. Are you on the train? If you're on the train, you're on the path to your correct destination or where you're aiming to go. If you're watching the train go by, you desire to go in a certain direction, or you feel left behind. So that one's kind of interesting too.
Which of these symbols do you find you dream of the most?
Our next segment, we're gonna get into dream prophecies. Please, I've been on my knees, change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who... Okay, that's Taylor Swift's song. The Prophecy. Okay.
We need a music producer.
Yeah, maybe we do.
Especially if we're doing our musical episode.
Oh god.
They're gonna let us do the music?
I don't know if they're gonna let... I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Might get reported. I'm already excited about some of the things I'm seeing.
Have you ever had a dream that a year later came true?
To be honest, if I did, I don't think I remember it.
So, we did talk about this in the deja vu episode.
Perfect.
One of the deja vu theories is that the reason you're having, like, I've seen this before, is because you've had a dream about it. And, like, for some people who can't remember all of their dreams, you don't know that you dreamt it, so you don't know why you're like, oh my god, this is so familiar.
Here we are.
As somebody who remembers her dreams very often, this happens also often, that I'll have a dream about something, and while I'm having the dream, I'm aware it's a dream, and I'm like, none of this makes sense. Like, there's not a single thing in here that I can identify. Like, there's like maybe 2 or 3 things that I'm like, okay, that's this and that's this, but I don't understand the situation. And it's kind of like, the best way I can describe it is like muddled. Like, it's like kind of blurry, and like I just can't understand what's going on. But then something will happen in real life, and I'm like, oh, this is the dream, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, I remember that thing that I recognized in the dream, and that thing, and I had a dream about this. So that happened to us when we were... No, it happened to me, but while we were doing our little recording with Star for our episode.
Really?
Yes. I will
For
say...
her episode?
Yes. I had that dream a very, very long time ago. Like, I think even before the podcast. That's another thing that's super duper weird that I don't really understand, that I can recall dreams that I've had, like, in my childhood.
Yeah, I have no dice there. No chance for me, guys. Can't tell you what I dreamed of last week. Last night. Nothing.
I just have so much inside my brain. Like, why?
I know, it's crazy.
It's a bottomless pit.
It fascinates me because mine seems like so quiet compared to yours. Which I'm here to listen.
Well,
I'm here to listen.
I don't want to think this much. I don't want to have this many, like...
I can understand how it feels exhausting.
Yeah, it's like Pandora's box.
Tiring.
Yeah. Woo! Okay.
Anyways.
So, this is a weird concept, and I think you need to be open-minded about this as well. In general, people need to be open-minded. The idea of prophecies coming through dreams is not a new concept, okay? In fact, it's one of the oldest ways that humans have connected with higher powers throughout history. Okay, this is we're getting deep into the history right now, just for this little portion. In ancient Mesopotamia, we're taking it back to like year 6, like
I like it.
Okay. Dreams were thought to be predictions of the future. Now I'm talking about 2100 BCE, or BC, depends on how you want to say it, before Christ or before Common Era. Now, there have been ancient dream guides found in Babylon that were dating back to the 600s. The 600s BCE.
A long time ago.
That's a long ass time ago.
Long time ago.
And of course, I have to mention the incorporation of dream prophecies in the Bible. You know, Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I saw the play.
It's biblical too. Like, that's how old dream and dream prophecies are. In ancient Egyptian documents from 1990 to 1700s BCE, there's been documents found detailing dream interpretations as well. In ancient Rome and Greece eras, respectively, they believed that dreams contained messages and were seen as visits from the gods. I'm saying gods because both were theological whatever culture. They believed in many gods. Yeah. Then we have the guy who created Mormonism. Okay, his name's Joseph Smith.
Joe.
He claimed to have had a dream of an angel telling him his destiny and what he was being called to do. I'm not necessarily saying that he was actually divinely appointed, but it was sort of a prophecy that he self-fulfilled. He had a dream about something and then he made it came to fruition. In many ancient texts and stories like Homer's The Iliad, the character in this, Agamemnon is visited in a dream by a messenger of Zeus to tell him of his future actions. That's like way back history. That's like as old as people history. Dreams and dream prophecies. And then we have Carl Jung and, okay, this is kind of an interesting mix. Carl Jung and Abraham Lincoln are among the significant names in society that I know everybody will recognize their names, that were said to have had prophetic dreams. Carl Jung had a dream of World War I a year before it happened, and Lincoln had a dream of his own assassination. The Lincoln one is, I read through it, and it was, both of them were, it's their word, okay, what they said. But Lincoln's was like, he attended his own funeral, like, inside the White House while he was pregnant. Oh my god. Oh my god. He was president, he was pregnant, and he was assassinated.
Guys, what do you think it means? What do you think he's thinking of?
But he was like, I was like walking through the halls and everyone was sad and I saw there was a funeral happening and then he's like, I approached and he's like, and it was me. And it was like very shortly before he was assassinated.
Crazy. Would that not trip you out moving forward?
Oh, for sure.
Like
for
extra
sure.
cautious and extra like
100%.
Looking over my shoulder and everything.
Like I said before about the great artists of the world, like Beethoven, 100% there's painters, I just can't think of them right now, who have dreamt of something and done it, or like dreamt of something and it happened, or like things like that. All of this to say, all of these many, many, many examples to say that dreams have always been significant to us as humans. Now, whether the actual cause of dreams is biological or has some spiritual interference, it's another debate, but across many, if not all cultures and civilizations around the world at any point in time, dreams are worth interpreting, and people were interpreting them. As far as prophecies go, this may be a bit more of an ancient concept, but the idea that a higher power is sending a glimpse of the future to you in your dreams. A more spiritual explanation for this could be also that you happen to be at the right frequency or in the right time or in the right space to be able to pick up on things that are going to happen. I think it kind of is similar to the picking up on other people's like
feelings and vibes.
Yes. You're just, I do think that we've mentioned this before, but in terms of spirit contact, this is more of the ghost spirits. Contact seems to be the easiest through dreams, and I wonder if that is because when you sleep, your subconscious is awake and your guard is down and your filters are down and your part of your brain that controls reasoning. You're not trying to explain everything. You're just accepting things.
Just open.
Yes, you're very open.
Open gate.
Exactly. Then that's the easiest way to receive cosmic information or ghost messages or, and then another thought that I had while writing this is, what if when you sleep, it's easier to be connected to the cosmic information bank as a whole, almost like being able to access the library of life. So like I said before, like we have all this stuff in us already, like knowledge of kind of everything. So maybe when you're sleeping, it's like easier to tap it. Yeah, to like I'm thinking about a big computer, big ass library.
It opens the doors.
Yeah.
So reoccurring dreams are usually when you need to work through something or are having trouble processing it. I've definitely experienced this a couple times where there's like a few distinct dreams that just like, I swear, happen over and over again. Like it's different nights and it's like the same dream happening over and over again. Usually when I was younger.
Yes, this happened a lot when I was a kid too.
Right? So this could be a specific message or something that you need to focus on. In psychology, recurring dreams are usually seen as a sign that something unresolved keeps demanding attention, usually having something to do with unresolved emotions or stress. It could also mean that your brain is practicing emotional processing. Sometimes when an emotionally charged event happens, your brain takes a few times to fully process it. Now, on the spiritual side, a recurring dream could mean that your subconscious or higher self or another spirit is trying to get a message through to you, and maybe it just keeps happening until you properly receive it, absorb it, and acknowledge the message.
You like have to keep experiencing it to get it.
Keep doing the same like practice question over and over until you actually like the lesson sinks.
Yeah. I think that all dream interpretation is kind of interesting and important, like to know more about yourself, but reoccurring dreams specifically, because it's obviously something that you're inside is like you need to hey, you need to address this, you need to look at this a little closer. So maybe worth looking into. That was just one kind of, I wasn't really sure how to categorize these. It's like a
type of dreams?
Genre of dreaming. Yes. Reoccurring dreams.
Yeah.
Another type of dream, a genre of dream, is lucid dreaming. It's a very interesting concept. The idea or concept of lucid dreaming is basically becoming aware within your dream that you are dreaming. It can even go as far as you are able to make changes in your dreams while they're happening.
Yeah, this is crazy to me because I don't think I've ever been able to do it.
I have had lucid dreams where I know that I'm dreaming, but I haven't been able to change anything in my dream.
You're just along for the ride.
I'm just like in my head in the dream. I'm like, okay,
am I dreaming?
This is a dream. What's going on? Lucid dreaming has been described as feeling much more vivid and intense than regular dreams, sometimes associated with the ability to actually change the environment or interactions within the dream itself. The most plausible or scientific explanation for lucid dreaming is that it occurs while in REM sleep, so your deepest sleep cycle. When you become partially awake, the prefrontal cortex portion of your brain that rules over self-awareness becomes active while the other parts of your brain are sleeping. That's kind of the in simplest terms. The spiritual side of lucid dreaming, though, suggests that it's actually a step into spiritual awakening. So becoming aware while in a dream state could mean that you are closer to a higher sense of consciousness, or like getting deeper into your subconsciousness as well. Like it's basically kind of getting more connected.
You're tapping into it more.
Yes. An in-between explanation goes back to the subconscious. While yes, lucid dreaming physically has to do with your brain, it can also be a peek into your subconscious and the ability to explore within the dream. It may be an indication of exploring your own mind and yourself, like your psyche, which is kind of the concept of like you can explore your own subconscious is kind of crazy.
Let me just wander over here, open this up.
What does this mean? Let's explore this. Let's go here.
What unresolved feelings do I actually have?
Yeah. What does this mean to me? There are many stories people have of very vivid dreams, very strange lucid dreams. Being able to control the dream, interact with the surroundings, or change things altogether. I think that there's levels to lucid dreaming as well. Like I've never been able to change anything, but I've been like aware and thinking within my dreams.
Yeah.
I think even like having vivid dreams also, like I think that kind of varies from person to person too, and I wonder if that has to do with how deep you're sleeping, or I don't know, something like that. Some people have even said that they were able to have conversations within their dreams, their lucid dreams. And this is when lucid dreams become a little bit scary, okay? A lot of people have written testaments that while they were lucid dreaming, or once they became aware that they were dreaming, if they said it out loud in the dream, that they know this is a dream, all of the people or characters in the dream turn to them with a creepy or disapproving look, and the entire vibe of the dream becomes extremely negative. That's so freaking scary.
I would be freaked the fuck out. I'd be like, wake up, wake up,
Wake up! Now this is just a theory, but I think it is worth mentioning. Some people believe that dreams aren't actually a trip into the subconscious, but like we said before, it's your spirit or soul traveling into a different dimension. And to further into this theory, some people believe that people in our dreams they're not random NPCs, non-player characters. They're not just like
random beings.
Random things, that they're actual beings. Like they have their own like thought process, like they're other dimensional beings that we're experiencing. Now this leads us into the scary side of dreams and nightmares. Okay. Getting into the concept of people in our dreams being otherworldly beings, there's an idea that all the people and animals and things in our dreams are actually beings or actors that basically are scripted into the dream to say certain things and act a certain way, and to not ever acknowledge that everything is a dream. Some people think these are actually otherworldly beings, like I said, while others explain that each of these characters actually represents you, like all sides of you, all aspects of you, everything to do with your psyche. Now, where it can get creepy is when interacting with these, quote, dream actors, and trying to make them aware or express your own awareness of the dream. For whatever reason, this shatters the illusion of the dream and often sends the individual into a nightmare, unsettling experience, or even sleep paralysis. Now, I'm adding this for dramatic effect, okay, and increased spookiness, but there's a paranormal theory that the spirit world is most active at 3 a.m. This is like the witching hour. This is like the most known active hour. In theory, it's because this is the opposite of the waking world. Like, we're most active at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So the spirit world is active at 3 a.m. and the veil is super thin at that time. So a lot of people believe that when you wake up in the middle of the night or at or around 3 a.m., it means that a spirit has affected you in some way, or it's in the room, or it's watching you. Oh!
Terrifying. I'm never gonna look at 3 a.m. the same.
There's also a theory that when you can't sleep at night, it means that somebody's having a dream about you.
I'm sorry, girl. It's me.
Somebody's been dreaming up a storm because I haven't been sleeping for a while. We could get into all of the psychology behind having nightmares, and a lot of it we did cover in the dream interpretations. But in summary, nightmares can be caused by internal subconscious aspects, like something within you forcing you to acknowledge or deal with something, or something that's external, so like a spirit or negative energy potentially trying to attach itself or get into your subconscious for some nefarious reasons. I don't really know. This can lead to having those strangely unsettling dreams or nightmares that still leave you freaked out even after you wake up. I've said this many, many times before, that you are most vulnerable energetically when you sleep, and sometimes that's when negative things want to try to fuck with you.
They said, let's seize this opportunity.
Yeah. Another branch of this can also be stuck in dreams. Also linked to lucid dreaming, it's especially frightening when you're aware of something creepy or scary happening in your dream and you can't wake yourself up.
Yeah, like can't turn it off or anything.
I have this like very strongly where I'm like, I don't want to be in this, but I have a hard time waking myself up.
Yeah.
Or the weird dream within a dream thing that happens when you think that you've woken up, but you're actually inside another dream.
You're still dreaming.
Yes. So that's creepy, and I unfortunately don't have an explanation for that one. A greater and more intense scale, this can also lead to sleep paralysis. Now, this is a little bit of a touchy one because some people truly believe it's something evil or dark associated with sleep paralysis, while others wholly believe in the brain and body scientific physical explanation for it. And I believe in both. So sleep paralysis is probably the scariest aspect of dreaming. So in short, it really is when you are deeply sleeping and for some reason your brain, your entire brain, including your prefrontal cortex, self-awareness, reasoning becomes awake. and active while your body is still asleep. I looked this up, and it's something called atonia, which is like your body locks itself to prevent you from acting out your dreams. So you're stiff, almost like
so you're not
rigor
like
mortis,
flailing around,
yes.
Pretty much.
However, when people are sleepwalking, this is the exact opposite concept. So exactly, so your brain is asleep, but your body's like, hey.
Oh yeah, she ain't.
Or it's just not, your body is not in that like locked position. In this situation of sleep paralysis, a lot of people claim to feel a heavy pressure on their chest, an overall sense of unease around them. This we talked about in our, again, the succubus episode of dreams, like having nightmares and people feeling that, like something
pressure.
Sitting on their chest, which sort of adds to the belief of it being something like evil or negative. Mm-hmm. This is where it gets super scary and creepy.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
A lot of people have claimed to see shadow figures or dark, evil-looking creatures watching them while they're in sleep paralysis. And what's even scarier is that a lot of people have described one similar entity, sometimes referred to as the Hat Man. It's a shadowy figure with a top hat.
Stop.
And by the way, I've seen him before. One time in my childhood, I was at my cousin's house. We were watching, I don't know, Mamma Mia or something. And I looked into, we're in the TV room, and I looked down the hallway, and I saw, like, you know when you, like, stare at the sun for a second and you look away but you still see the circle? So I, like, looked down the hallway and blinked and saw the, like, outline of a person.
With a top hat?
A tall man with a top hat. And it was like a shadow. So that's horrifying. Now, whether this is truly a creepy dream spirit who is, like, attached to dreams, or that's, I don't know, how he moves around, or just something people see because it's so widely talked about, that's another discussion. Mm-hmm. That also goes into your subconscious. So if you're aware of it, or you're not even aware that you know about it, it goes into your subconscious anyways.
She's holding on to it for you guys.
Yes. And then it might pop out when you have sleep paralysis, unfortunately.
Exactly.
The one thing across all sleep paralysis experiences that is the same is that it's tremendously hard to break out of it. So while this creepy experience is happening, you're unable to move anything except for your eyes. And it's really hard to break out of it. And a lot of people have experienced this where someone is, like, their partner is next to them and they want to reach out, but they can't move because their body's locked in place. But everything else is like,
help, help.
Hey, we're awake.
I'm here.
What do you guys think? Could all of this be caused by negative entities, or is our subconscious a lot darker and more complex than we could ever imagine? What are your thoughts? Okay, we'll skip the Reddit reads. Now, do you guys have any insanely vivid dreams or truly scary nightmares that have stuck with you? Maybe you get sleep paralysis or have some insight into what really happens, or just some weird symbolic or prophetic dreams. We want to hear them all. You can send your stories to us at teatalestalks@gmail.com, or send them to us through our spooky story submissions form in our link tree.
And if you guys enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with a fellow Twitchy Witchy. You can find us on Instagram at teatalestalks to keep up to date with what we're doing and whenever a new episode drops.
Yeah! And until we meet again, our Twitchy Witchy friends, stay spooky and
don't let your tea get cold.
Hell yeah!
Looking for your next obsession? The Creators Collective Podcasts is your gateway to the dark, the chilling, and the downright fascinating. We're a community of independent podcasts with one goal: to share the best in true crime, paranormal tales, folklore, and unexplained mysteries. Whether you crave cold cases that won't stay closed, haunted histories that refuse to be forgotten, or stories that make you sleep with the lights on, there's a show waiting for you in the collective. And when you join us, you're not just listening to one podcast. You're stepping into a world of creators who love this stuff as much as you do. Check out the Creators Collective today. Follow the link in our show notes to discover your next favorite podcast. We'll be waiting for you.